Hey guys, so I am here in Cape Coast. I have actually come to see Clinton, who's the former owner of Captain Yaws. I'm sure you guys heard of it, fish and chips, British fish and chips. He's now located in Cape Coast, and so I want to have a conversation with him and find out exactly the reason why he decided to move to Cape Coast and what the story is behind the closure of Captain Yaws. So head with me as I go have a word with him, and let's talk, shall we? Hey there, Clinton.
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm well, Dela. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Awesome. I've come all this way to see you.
Yeah, I'm a little far away from Accra.
Ah, I
I'm
see.
Far away from Accra.
But this looks nice. I want to know everything.
Okay, cool.
Everything.
I'm here.
All the story. You're gonna give me all the tea.
I'll try to give you as much as I can.
Awesome. I love it. So Clinton, tell me about, before you tell me about this amazing place that you have here, I want to know a little bit about what Ghana's been like for you and why Captain Yaws in Accra is no longer there. Where's my fish and chips?
Yeah, I know. So we was operating from 2021. That's when we first had our takeaway space. It was only about 8 seats capacity. A lot of people used to come there, and that was like a great learning curve in terms of learning how to do business in Ghana. I feel for us it was kind of like a special time because it was almost like Captain Yaws was our baby. So it's like it was 3 of us. It was myself, my wife, and my brother. So we all came to Ghana in 2020. Came and saw the space, and then COVID happened. So no one could move. And then finally we came in 2021 and was able to execute the idea that we had. Things have changed a lot in the past 3 years in terms of the economy itself. Things have become a lot more challenging, and sometimes when you're dealing with staff bill, cost of living, and just your own personal finances, it's a struggle sometimes to maintain all of that. So we had to kind of be honest with ourselves, and then we decided to close down and then try to re-strategize how we'll come back in the market. Because I'm sure you've tried our fish and chips.
Yes.
And I feel like we was the only folks that was doing it authentically in terms of how we battered the fish, how our chips was prepared. So I mean, we took great pride in that. Sometimes in life you have to take 10 steps back in order to go 20 steps forward. So
do you think it was the economy that sort of crashed that for you?
I would say it was economy also. So from that situation where we was in a smaller space, we was able to upgrade up within maybe like a year and a half to a larger restaurant space. So we just moved further down the road. So we went from Danko Circle to Photo Shop. So it was just behind there, not too far from where Bloom Bar was. And then we was there for about a year, but I would say that sometimes our location wasn't the best. Sometimes people used to say it was difficult to find us. And then, as I said, with regards to the fluctuation with the CD, some days being up, the prices of goods just shot up. I never forget. I think it was in 2022 when I think it's like the CD just kind of crashed one day, and everything at the market was expensive. So we went from paying maybe 200-300 CDs for a gallon of oil for it to being 1,500. Yeah, so if you're not prepared for that, it kind of has a massive burden on yourself financially, and then trying to support staff through that as well. It's very difficult. But
how do you feel that other restaurants were able to maintain and stay, but yours kind of didn't?
I feel like because in Ghana here, most establishments that was able to maintain was establishments that's been here for a period of time. If you're like the Honeysuckle of the world, or Salisbury is another one in the Laboni, places that have been here for 10 years or plus. So they've already managed to accumulate their market as well. And at the same time, because we're doing such a niche, it more specialized in more diaspora markets. Sometimes Christmas will be really well because everybody comes in town, but then during the months where people are not in town, you know, you can struggle to make ends meet sometimes. So you know, I was happy for the experience.
Yeah.
It taught me a lot about, you know, the restaurant business, even, you know, the process of having a restaurant business, from the governing bodies that you have to apply to. You know, sometimes you might feel you can just come in Ghana and do something, but you don't realize there's so many different entities that you have to make aware that you actually are doing business here. So that can be challenging in itself, but I don't regret anything. If you was to ask me how would I change doing it over, maybe you could say I could have been a lot more well prepared. I could have had more collateral, or maybe I could have gone into a partnership, but I feel like in life everything works out how it's supposed to be. So absolutely. I don't have no regrets. I'll probably do it the same way again, because I feel like sometimes when you do like an analysis and like strategize in a certain way, the fear kicks in.
Absolutely.
Oh, can I do this? We just didn't have fear in mind. We just said we're doing this, and we jumped in, and you know, it's been a great experience. So I like to think all of those experiences has brought me to the position that I'm in today.
So I mean, okay, so once you realized that Captain Yaws wasn't working, it would have been easy for you to return and say, I'm going back to the UK because it's enough, but you haven't quit.
Nah, I feel like
why didn't you quit?
I feel like there's a resilientness in myself. I always feel like life is about evolving, and then sometimes I kind of fell in love with Ghana. I mean, we always have these different, you know, pitfalls of things not going right here. You know, we can complain a lot about, you know, how things are as an economy, the roads, you know, the light, but then the reality is I fell in love with this place, and it's my home now. So rather than focus on the negative, let me look at the positives. And through it all, I was always managed to, you know, find you know, an exit before the real exit. So I was always trying to, you know, treat people accordingly, try to do the best in whatever I was doing, and you know, that kind of opened doors for me in other situations. So when you think it's over, it was never really over. So in the back of my mind, I kind of knew there was something else in the horizon.
But it must have been quite a scary time for you, because I know for me, like, if my income source was cut off, I'd probably go into panic mode, like, what's next? Did that happen to you?
I mean, I did have a
how did you motivate yourself?
I feel like I had, what's important in life is always to have the right people around you. So I had great friends, you know, family as well. I have a good support system. So sometimes, even if it's speaking to my parents, my mum and dad, or my brother, who's always been my business partner to support me, certain aspects of, you know, low moments, they was able to say, no, keep pushing, keep going. And on top of that, I believe that we really had a good product. So you know,
definitely did. I was like looking for fish and chips, and I don't know where else to get them from now.
I think for me, what highlighted it is when we announced that we was actually closing down, the amount of messages that we got. It was kind of heartwarming. Sometimes you didn't realize the impact that you actually had on certain people just through your food. So that was kind of like a real eye opener in telling us that, you know, what we was doing was good. So how can we now re-strategize and come back and do better? So you have come back, but you come back to Cape Coast, all the way in Cape Coast. All the way in Cape Coast. Why? How did that jump happen? So basically, when I was at my last place, I met someone, and you know, we had a conversation about me coming up to Cape Coast, Elmina specifically, in order to do our version of fish and chips here. And you know, I wasn't really sure about the idea, because you know, Cape Coast is nearly like 3 hours away from Accra. So you know, sometimes in life you have to take chances, and I felt like, you know, I'm in Ghana, and Ghana is not just Accra. Absolutely. There's so many different regions. I think we've got 16 different regions. So you know, sometimes maybe one might not work for you. So maybe let me try another region and see how that works for me. So I came here, and you know, I had a conversation with an individual, and you know, I really loved the setup that they had here, and decided to, you know, come here and make something of it. Okay, but were you not worried that bringing fish and chips out further of Accra, where you have a lot of diasporans? Were you not worried about that being? I mean, I feel like in a sense, Captain Yao, which is now Captain CJQ now. So there's been
CJQ.
there's been a name change. It's almost, it feels like a bit more of a rebranding. I feel like once you've been in the game in terms of hospitality a while, you know how to tweak certain things. So we still do traditional British fish and chips. I feel like the authenticity of being near the sea kind of helps, because you know, like when in the UK we have Southend, and some of that's where you get the best fish and chips. But so being next to, so close to the sea, kind of, I feel the authenticity of that strikes more. But then also at the same time, I feel like where we're at right now, we kind of need to tailor more to our Ghanaian market. So it's offering more Ghanaian dishes on our menu. So you'll see that our menu has slightly changed a little bit. You know, we're offering more things. You know, the fanti, the tatale, kakro. So different things that we're adding for the market itself. I think you got to be realistic that we're in Ghana, innit? So,
you got to cater to what people want.
What people want. So, you know, I've been doing my due diligence in terms of research, and then, as I said, most of the restaurants that I see doing really well are more tailored to the wider market. So, you know, as they say, if you can't beat them, join them.
Join them, definitely, definitely. Well, this place looks amazing.
Thank you.
So you've set this all up and put it together.
I mean, I'm never a person that takes total credit. Initially, when I came here, there was quite a lot of things here in place. This building has been here for a while, but it was never active in terms of there was no one that was here to make things happen. So, you know, through great conversations and relationships, I was able to, you know, be the first and come here and make something happen. So the layout was already here before I came. And you know, the tables and chairs was already here as well. You know, I just added my touches, maybe like the mural on the back of the wall here.
This is really nice. Really nice.
Shout out to my guy Kwame, man. He's the artist. So I give him credit. He came. I came out here, and I went to it was like a open day show, like an expedition of just different talent through a lady I met called Cicely. So she had a day here, and then I came and I met Kwame, which is kind of like her business partner, and then he had this beautiful art paintings that he had, and I said to him, you know, I've got something in the pipeline where I've got a space, and I need you to come and add your touch to it. So
so he did this. It looks really, really nice.
Thank you.
So just give me a piece of advice that you'd give to someone who perhaps wanted to go into the food business and wasn't sure. What would you say is one key piece of information that the person should know?
I mean, you got to kind of find your niche. I think what separate us, or what our unique selling point was, the fact that we did fish and chips. So everybody knew us for fish and chips. I mean, in the beginning, people knew us as the fish and chips couple. Me and Tash was always
nice, fish and chip couple.
So everybody knew us for that. So that kind of separated us off from the rest of them. And then also, it's just capital. That has a big part to play in it as well, because, you know, when you're running a restaurant and you have a certain amount of food, you need a large inventory. If you niche it, it doesn't need to be as big. So because we was just doing primarily fish and chips, and maybe we add chicken wings to it, we was able to control our inventory. But you know, if you're opening a restaurant, you're doing so many different things. Some things could spoil, some things could go to waste. So sometimes when you find your niche, it helps in a big way. Like if you do burgers, just do burgers. If you do pizzas, you just do pizzas. Like, you know what I'm saying? So people specifically know you for what you do. Obviously, because we're now in a different market, you have to change slightly, but you know, the name's already there, so it's kind of established. So it's just us to build on it. And you know, I never really came to Ghana just to do fish and chips, so trying other things.
What did you come to Ghana to do? What was the plan?
I feel like fish and chips was a normally entry in the market, but you know, there's so many different things that I like. Like I used to love fashion as well. I used to really like fashion. I went to London College of Fashion, you know, studied. So me and my brother used to have a company that did tailored jackets. So that's, you know, I like design and fashion. I love music. So, you know, there's different things that, you know, aspects of myself that I wanted to explore. It's just that food has found me, and this is the avenue that I'm working down. So we'll see.
Okay, so are you going to show me around this space? Because you have lots of things going on here. This is not just a restaurant,
No. So this is a big space. So this space is called Memorial Plaza. How I would put it is just that I'm attached to a family, so it's called the Quay Family, and this is a space that has great memories and funness of people that helped build this foundation. I was just fortunate enough to be part of it and add to it and finally open it up. So we have a grocery store in the making. We have a pharmacy that should be coming maybe end of this month, if not end of next month. Upstairs we also have an event space where we can do weddings, we can do birthday parties, and then we also have a salon as well. So it's a fully kitted out salon where, you know, women can get their hair, unisex as well, so guys can get their haircuts and everything like that. So there's a lot to grow in this space, and I think that's what kind of brought me to Elmina. You know, I'm a person that every year I kind of look back on my circumstances and see how can I develop more, how can I better myself, and you know, what challenges do I had ahead in order so I can grow as a human being. So this is my real growth stage right now.
I can see, because that's a lot to take care of. As well as manage the kitchen.
I mean, but how we're kind of structuring it at present is that we're just focusing in one space at a time. What's the saying? You can be a jack of all trade but a master of none. So for me, it's just we start off with the restaurant because that's what I know. And then gradually, you know, we find people that are best suited for the different spaces that we have, and then we build accordingly. So there's no pressure to be, you know, rush. It's just I'm learning the process. I'm still enjoying the process, and then building the correct team around me in order for us to grow. But the potential's here. The potential's here.
So I wanna be nosy and I wanna have a look around this place. You're gonna take me around?
Yeah, by all means.
But just before we go, I need to ask you something. Like, can you deliver fish and chips to Accra? Why are you laughing? That's a serious question. What's funny?
3 hours, like, you know, I take pride in my product, so I'm hoping that if it reaches 3 hours, the consistency of what it tastes like will still be there. But you know, it's best taste here, like, you know.
I'll have to travel to Cape Coast to get fish and chips then. Okay, fair enough. Let's have a look around.
Sure.
So this is the kitchen.
So this is the bar. This is the bar area. This is the bar area here. We have obviously all our drinks. Obviously we're not operating at the moment, but you know, all of our drinks are there. Fridge is there, and so this is just the bar area where people can sit down, relax. Obviously the seating area inside, we hold a seating of 38 here. So we can sit 38 people, 40 people, let's say. So we can sit 40 people comfortably. And then we have also an inside seating area where we could hold 16. But we can equate that to 20 if we want to.
Right. Okay. It's nice.
So here we have
I just like this noise.
here we have a wache. So we've managed to get a lovely lady that comes and does the wache for us on the weekends. Obviously as the market builds, then, you know, hopefully it will be done during the weekdays as well. But she's a Northerner.
Right,
and you know,
so it's authentic.
Yeah, you know, Northerners make the best wache.
Right.
So she's a Northerner, lovely Muslim girl that's been working with us. So she comes every weekends on the Saturday and Sunday, and she makes the wache here. So it's certified. I feel like I'm a wache connoisseur.
Really?
I'll be eating wache.
Be eating here, you know.
I'll be eating wache for a minute.
You have to be exercising too, because otherwise, you know, like.
So we'll go inside the area.
I must say, this is really big.
It's a huge space. It's a huge space.
Okay.
So as I said, this is the inside area. We can sit 16 people. How to sit, the layout currently is, but we've got an extra table. But normally this table goes outside here. That's probably where I sit. So I can see both the inside and the outside.
Smart guy.
So this is the inside area. We've partitioned it away from the actual grocery store itself. But this is kind of like where we operate. Because, you know, sometimes obviously when it gets to rainy season, sometimes the rain can be very strong. So people want to come and sit down inside and eat.
Right, so they can still be comfortable.
Correct.
Okay.
So then as we go through here, this is the grocery section. I was talking about, wash your head. So this is a grocery store.
Oh, this is a fair size.
Yeah, so it's a really big space. We haven't set a date or a time frame of when we actually wanted to open this space up as yet. We're still trying to work that out because, you know, as I said, with a grocery store, it's a huge inventory that you need to have, and you need to have a continuous endless amount of supply. So we're still trying to figure out that side of things and see how we're going to move forward for it. But, you know, the space is here. It goes all the way in the back. So you can see it goes all the way back here.
Oh yeah, this is massive.
So it's a big space. We also have a pharmacy here as well.
What's this?
Oh, so this is like where, you know, the kind of checkout, but this is old school way of.
Oh, do you know what I thought it was? Like one of those, like, what do you call it?
Oh, the hockey.
Air hockey. That's what it was. You could turn it into that.
Maybe that's the idea. Maybe like a little arcade space.
Yeah.
It's an option. But this would be the pharmacy behind us here. So we have a pharmacy section. We'll be bringing a pharmacy here. Hopefully by, like I said, by the end of this month or next month, the latest. There'll be a pharmacy section that will be coming here. Okay. So that's already in play. That's like without, there'll be a pharmacy here.
Right.
People will be able to get all their local, you know, drugs and medication and stuff like that. So it's good.
That sounds so funny. Sorry, local drugs. They'll be able to get their local drugs.
You know.
I know that's how they refer to it.
Yeah.
Medicine is referred to as drugs.
Yeah.
Drugs,
Yeah. So I should have said medicine.
Look, come get your local drugs, guys.
But we go through to this section. So, you know, this is
this is
the
not
kitchen.
small.
No, this is the kitchen.
Wow.
So on a level where we able to cater on a large catering basis, we can actually.
This is a proper full size.
Yes, this is a full size kitchen. So, you know, when I came here, a lot of things was kind of in place. We kind of just had to add a couple things like the extractor fan. I had that, you know, the fryers and stuff. I had that from my previous place, but there was quite a fair amount of equipment here. So what we're trying to do is, obviously this is the kitchen area, but then we have a bakery area as well. So we're doing bread, section, bread. We try
you got your hands full, you know.
It's not easy. So we have a baking section here. We've already kind of spoken to someone. They ain't started yet, but you know, we've had a couple of testers. One or two machines we've got to kind of just sort out, but we'll be having a bakery here as well. So it's divided. So this more or less, this section on that side is my section, and then this will be the bakery section. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you need someone to help you taste test anything, I'm actually available.
Oh, for real?
I am.
You're a good tester, yeah?
Yeah, you know, I'm not even going to charge you.
Okay, cool.
So, you know, you're welcome.
Cool.
Wow.
So, this is the layout of the actual kind of kitchen. So, I mean, we try to make it as spacious and comfortable as possible for the staff.
Yeah.
So this is just on the day that we're not operating. So, you know, we've managed to, you know, stock up and have everything. So it's cool.
Wow. I see. And then we have the event space, which is upstairs.
Yeah. So I'm going to lead you to the event space so you can actually see that yourself. Okay. It's a really...
Are these all bread tins? Bread
tins. Yeah, you can see it.
Wow.
Bread
this
tins.
is a proper setup.
Yep. So we'll be ready in the next few months or so. As I said, it's just sometimes you got to crawl before you can walk. So you got to take our time with it.
Yeah. Make sure you get it right.
Yeah, get it right. But we're on our way.
Okay.
So then we'll go upstairs now. Okay. This leads us to this is Nap Hall.
Ooh. Wow.
So you can see this is a big space.
This is huge.
It's really huge. So
I'm going to show you guys how big this is by showing you how many cartwheels I can do.
Oh, for real?
No, I can't.
What are you going to do? I was about to say, wow, she did.
I will hurt myself.
But yeah, so this is so this I've been told it can hold 400.
Wow.
I've been told it can hold 400. So, you know, I believe there was a funeral that took place here a year or two ago. That kind of clarified the numbers. So I was informed that it could hold 400 people. So obviously for events we can do birthday parties, maybe private listening sessions. Again, it's just what makes sense. We can kind of, someone approached me and said they wanted to do something here, then we can do something.
Wow. This is wow. You
It's nice.
have your hands full. Yeah, it's very nice. You have your hands full.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's nice. Amazing. So you just basically put Cape Coast on the map.
I'm trying. I'm trying. Wow. And then so we have like the, outside washrooms. If people wanted to use washrooms, we have accessibility, even disabled access on this side because it's like it slopes, and then we have another access on that side.
Okay.
So you can enter from the car park space outside and enter from the two entrance on each side.
Yeah.
So if you needed wheelchair access, you can push up the ramp and stuff. So
you thought of everything.
Yeah, everything was thought about. Yeah, everybody made some. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm sure you said there was a salon as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we going. Okay. I'm gonna show you. That's like, I feel like that's the creme de la creme of it all.
Okay.
So this is another room again. So again, if we had smaller numbers.
Wow.
For event, maybe, I don't know, 20 to 30 people,
right?
And they wanted a meeting or something like that locally, or you just wanted to get outside of Accra and do some form of activity or something. This is another space that we can, allow people to use. So it's a really big space. So
I see.
Right now we're gonna go into the salon space.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is the salon.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is proper, Yeah.
What? It's nice. Yeah, it's nice. So this is the salon space. So as I said, it's a unisex salon. You have the barber chairs here. So guys, if you want to get your hair cut in Cape Coast, but see, the thing with me, because I get my hair cut as well. So, what hair's left?
Yeah.
I know how serious barbering is, as well as females' hair as well. Female hair, you just serious, especially if you got twists or locks. I feel like it has to be a good experience.
Of course.
And sometimes it's finding the right people that can work for myself or work with me to make this place really work. But the setup is here. We have everything in place, and it's just building it.
Wow.
We have a kind of like an outside area here which is attached to it, but I think this space is going to be reserved for something else.
Okay.
But it's just a nice space.
Right.
Especially the breeze here is so nice.
Oh yeah, I can feel it.
You feel it?
Yeah. It's actually just quite nice, I think, to even just be able to sit here and just watch the
cars go by. Yeah, the breeze is so nice in this place, man. So we just been trying to put it together bit by bit.
Yeah. Not
rush, but
This is really nice. I'm actually very, very impressed. I love this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So how do people locate this place if they want to come here?
Okay, so if you put in Google Memorial Plaza, Memorial Plaza obviously is the name of the whole building. Yeah. You put that in Google, Memorial Plaza Elmina.
Okay.
It will bring you exactly here.
Right here.
Yeah, that's what we registered.
Okay.
The road here is called opposite Motel Junction. The reason they call it Motel Junction is because all of the hotels are here. So right at the corner of the road is a turning. That's where you go to Lemon Beach Resort. That's where you go to Coconut Grove. That's where you go to Elmina.
So you're in a really good spot.
Yeah. All of the in terms of big places are here, like in this part of town. And we're right off the main road, so this is the same road that leads you all the way to Takadi.
Right.
So you can't miss us. You can't miss us.
Okay, so you can host people who are on tours and stuff like that and come to Cape Coast. You can host.
Sure. I was even thinking the concept of if someone wanted to get married, they could have a beach wedding, the reception here, and even get ready with their hair and everything here. So
it's a businessman.
You can do a whole package. It'll be nice. Elmina is just there, or the beach is just there. You could get married on the beach.
Yeah, I'm not getting married again, but if I was to,
I was just saying. It's a nice. You can do, maybe a nice package. People could come, have their reception here, get their hair done, the grooms, everything.
Nice.
So we're here to work. Like I said, it's just building the right team around me for it to make sense. And
and when does this place officially open?
So for the restaurant part, so we officially open on the 10th of August. That will be our opening day.
Are you doing anything special on that day?
Yeah, so we'll have a speech, a cutting of the ribbon. Someone's come in to cut the ribbon for us and open up for us. In the meantime, we've just been opening every weekend throughout July. Just to test the market, you know, speak to customers, see what they like, get feedback, you know, and that's kind of helped a lot in terms of, you know, if you just jump into something, you could get so many things wrong. I have to learn the process in terms of like how long the electricity lasts, how long gas lasts, like, you know what I'm saying? There's certain things that are intricate to make things work that you have to know how to operate. So I said, you know, I'm not going to jump into it. Let me just open up every weekend like a pop-up. Understand the market, what people like, what they don't like, and then from there I'll be ready to operate full-time in 10th of August.
Sounds like a plan. I like that. Well, he's definitely one to keep an eye on. Are you on social media then with all of this?
I'm on.
We want to keep an eye on
so
you.
You can catch us. I think the main source of income, source of connecting with us would be on Captain_CJQ on Instagram. In terms of phone numbers, I'm not gonna lie to you. I probably wouldn't give out a phone number. I'm not an easy person to get reach of. But if you do get through to me, that means you were supposed to get through to me. So let's leave it at that. But I do respond to people. Don't get me wrong. I'm not antisocial. But it's just sometimes you're doing so much. You can't attend to everybody. But
absolutely. You know, we get it.
In terms of if there's anybody that wants to reach out to me for, you know, any questions or, you know, how to do certain things, then I'll be much obliged to share some knowledge.
Great. I'm really excited to see how this is all going to play out for you and this new journey that you're on. I'm really happy for you, and I want to see it. I want to see it come to fruition.
I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. You know, at the same time, I always like to give people their flowers. And I'll say publicly, I've been watching Dela since 2017. So this is a surreal moment to actually be here and, you know, being interviewed by herself as well. So, you know, I remember being in the house, coming home from work, and sometimes in the UK, you want to detach away from your environment. So we watch these YouTube videos and thinking, what are we like living in Ghana? And it's following your experiences of the amount of things that you've been through and the strength that you've had to been through it. And then you told me you've been there 10 years. And that's testimony to how strong and resilient you are, because Ghana's a tough place. And
definitely.
it's so easy for us to come and then go back because we didn't find our pot of gold. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
I'll give you your flowers. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm blushing a little bit, but don't worry about the blushing part, okay? But anyway, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. Please, if you're in Cape Coast, if you're coming to Cape Coast, come check out this place. Come support, come grill him and get some fish and chips and bring some back to Accra for me, because I would like some fish and chips, please. So anyway, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Don't forget to also like, comment and share this video. Until next time, we are out. Nitifafa. So you got no fish and chips.